Good afternoon and blessings. I am in Smithboro, Kentucky, and I'm doing my penny walk. I want to add to the previous post. I want to tell everyone that if you choose this career, you can make money. It's just that you have to know what you want in the future. Where you see yourself in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years from now. For the truckers that are having trouble with paying their bills and they can't make money, you have to write down all your expense. All your expense. You have to write it. And when you find out your monthly expense, then you can determine if that job that you're at is worth doing. It might be that you're working with a company that's not paying you what you're supposed to be paying. And you got 3, 4, 5, 6 years of experience. You have to be looking for a job that is going to pay for your experience. And when you get that job that is paying you what you are worth, you will see that you are making money. And when you start making money, you have to pay your expense down. You have a lot of, finance advisors out there that, shows you how to pay your bills. For me, I can tell you that what I did is I paid all the credit cards. I paid all the credit cards and I kept only 2. And the rest I just shred them and got rid of them. And then I started carrying cash. At that time I was carrying like $400, $500 because I would go to the grocery and buy my food, or sometimes I would go and eat out. But then I started realizing that I was spending too much money on food, because I wasn't buying no watches, no sneakers, no jeans, and I don't knock anyone if that's what you want to do. But again, you have to realize that what you're making, you have to save some for the future. If you're not saving, then obviously you be back in the same boat than you were before. With debt, with worrying about paying your bills. If you need help on how to manage your money, my recommendation would be look up Dave Ramsey. He has a good program, and just follow his program. I followed my mom and my dad's program. Okay. Why? Because my mom and my dad, they believed in saving money for a rainy day. So they always told us, you gotta save money, you gotta save money, you gotta save money. If you don't have money, then don't buy it. If you don't have money, then don't buy it. And that's what I implemented in my life. And it worked for me. It might not work for you. You have to find a way, play around with different ways of saving money. For me, that's how it works. That's how I was able to pay my debt and get my house down to from 109 when I bought it 22 years ago to right now being 60,000. And I just started paying extra towards it just 5 years ago. I lied. Yeah, November would be six years. Yep. So you have to calculate all your expense. You have to. There's no other way around it. You'll talk to financial advisors, and they'll give you this sheet that is like if you are a finance advisor and you don't know, you just need something simple. So for me, the easiest way is not spending what you have in your pocket. That's how it works for me. So if I have 100, like I just started this 2 months ago. I said that I was gonna carry $100 in my pocket for groceries, and I had to have $100 worth of groceries. I'm not gonna spend more. So what I had to do was sit down, find out what food is good for me that would not would keep me full, not have me feeling like I need to eat constantly, because that's the problem with trucking. You eat something and then 2 hours later you're starting to eat again, and that's not good. So what I recommend is find out for yourself. I would say go to your doctor, find out with your family doctor, and then if you have to have a referral, go to a nutritionist. And then the nutritionist will tell you what you need, what your body needs. So that's what I did. And then I found out that eating beans, eating meat, either chicken and beef, was good for me. It kept me full for most of the day. And because I wake up really early to work, because as a trucker, if you're a trucker, you know that it's hard to find parking. So I wake up really early, do my exercise, and I be on the road usually by 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So that way I can be done by 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening, and I have enough space to park when I go to my destination. Okay? So find out what your experience pays. Find a job that is going to pay that. Second thing you should find out is your budget. Make a list of everything you have to pay. Write that down and know your monthly expense. And then third, what do you eat? Because if you hit either a solid breakfast in the morning, then you won't have to eat until probably 12, 1 o'clock. That's how my body works. So by that time, I have to be doing my 30 minutes. On my 30 minutes, I eat another meal. And what I eat on my second meal is beans. I eat a lot of legumes. I would say in the week, probably 5-6 times a week, I eat legumes. And then if you need a third meal, I recommend cottage cheese. I know a lot of people don't like that. You can get yogurt, put some honey on the yogurt, plain yogurt. Put some honey on but look for raw honey, okay? And put that on your yogurt or on your oatmeal. That's another one, oatmeal. And that way it's not dry and it has some taste. So yeah, so those are my suggestions. But again, I want everyone to know that this is something that I do for me, and it works for me. You have to find out what works for you. It took me a long time to get where I'm at now because I was doing a lot of, programs. I was doing the Dave Ramsey. I was doing, I believe his name is David Lynch, I think is his name, or Pete Lynch, something like that. He's a financial advisor or a mutual broker. But anyway, yeah, and then I was doing the Vicki Robbins. That was another one I was doing. And it didn't work for me. So then I started thinking, what can I do? Because I need to save money. I wanna not be working. I wanna have enough money that I can live. And I'm not saying be a millionaire and driving all these expensive cars. That's basically, that's not me. I'm a truck driver. I love my trucks. So if I'm gonna get a truck, it's most likely gonna be a pickup truck. Because I don't like cars. I feel like I'm too small. But anyway, you have to try these plans and see if it works for you. What worked for me, like I said, is what my parents taught me from young. And for whatever reason, as I grew up and listen to people, and it was just, I wasn't really thinking. I recommend you look for a program that works for you.